And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I do every day. And what a weekend. I had an amazing weekend and I can't wait to share some of it with you. Also, what else I want to say is this Seahawks won. The Seahawks won. And it was a slaughter. It was a good game, though. It was a good game. The Patriots did fight. They fought, and they did get, they got, I do believe that 2 touchdowns in. And so here we go. Here we go. It is a new day. It's a new week. And guess what, y'all? This is my last Monday in the United States. My last Monday until June. I'll be away for 4 months, 3 or 4 months, depending on how things go, and maybe I'll be able to come back home. I hope things are still normal here. I can come back home, but guys, this is my last Monday in the United States of America. Next week, I'll be broadcasting from Portugal. So I'll be in Portugal and sharing some amazing places. I already talked to my buddy, she and her son, who are my next door neighbors. They live in Lisbon. So I'll be hanging out with them. My cousin, he's going to be with me and his girlfriend. We're going to have a great time in Lisbon next week. And I can't wait to share it with you. And Chris is my brother for sure. I tell you, for those that don't know, I'm not tech savvy. I have to be walked through technology, and I just want to show you something. I mean, it's not perfected yet. And excuse the room because I haven't cleaned up like I normally do. But look what I can do now with this computer. Hold on a second. Is it there? There we go. Look how I can change my perspective and change the angles, and I can have another camera set up. My camera, I got my Osmo 3 and finally got it. Well, Chris walked me through every step of this thing. So he gave me homework. So he's going to be with me. He's kind of like getting me prepped up and ready for my road trip. But you see the difference? I mean, I can look at you on this camera and then I have the other camera. So, which gives me perspectives. It'll expand it will expand what we do here. And so I'm so excited for technology. And I'm so excited that I have friends that know it. So this is really good. I'm going to put this back. And I hear that this camera is much clearer. So I'll be incorporating and pretty much using this new camera. But until then, I'm going to learn it and then we'll be able to do it together. So at first I'm like, should it be a surprise? But I'm not about the surprise. I like taking you with me through my journeys. So with the glitches of the glitches, you get to see the glitches. When we are working through things, you'll see that. And then you're probably saying, oh, the gray beard is gone. So now I'm at my shadow. And this is how I travel. I'm always in shadow mode. It's much easier to maintain when you're on the road. And so the dark, heavy beard would be gone. Unless I happen to move into a Muslim country. I do like to let it grow if I'm in a Muslim country, just because of just practicing the customs of the people that I'm going to be visiting. So, and you may see it get a little longer when I'm in a Muslim city or country. Okay, we are taking our show on the road, and I am so excited. And so, first of all, let's say good morning to a bunch of folks that are in the building. It is Monday. It is our Motivation Monday. If you're here for the first time, this is our Motivation Monday, and I'm just going to motivate you throughout. I think we're going to motivate each other. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world, but we're going to motivate each other, and we'll talk about some of Bad Bunny last night at halftime. Did y'all see Bad Bunny? Did you enjoy that show? I enjoyed it. So, okay, let's say hello. It's time for some hellos. First person in the building is our wonderful Hannah. Hannah says, "Good morning, Ron and Touch Base Daily family." Good morning, Hannah. She gets the gold this morning. And also, Renee is in the building. She says, "Good morning, Miss Renee. 3596." Renee, how you doing? How you doing today? And also, she's saying hello to the other folks in the building, aka Chris R on my other phone. Oh, really? Chris, this is you. Chris, I did not know that was you. Now I know. I put the pieces together. Thank you. AKA Chris R. That is our Chris R. And Omar says, "Happy Super Bowl Monday." Man, what a day. What a Super Bowl. Good G is oh wait. So Chris got the silver, Omar got the bronze. And now we're going with all of our folks. Okay, G says, "Good day. Good day. Hey, Chris. Omar. Hey, Omar." Oh, let me put my little thing on here. There we go. Now you can see all the comments together. We can see the comments together. And I see also Bryson says, "What's up, Ron? What's up, everybody? Happy Money Making Monday, the day after Super Bowl and Seahawks put BTA on them Patriots." Yes, Bryson. It was a good game. And I am so glad. This, you know how old this Hawk, you Seahawk hat is? This Seahawk hat is like, it has to be about 15, maybe 16 years. 16 years? Is it possible that this hat is like 16 years old? That's how long I had this hat and how long I've liked the Seahawks. Okay, so and who else is in the building? I see all the good morning. I see all the love. And hey, Shirlene's in the building. She says, "Good morning, everyone." And we have Jazzy in the building. She says, "Good morning, beautiful people." And also Bryson says, "And the Minito Ball, aka Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show was epic. For the Latin culture was extravaganza." Now, I'm gonna put a pin in it. I'm gonna still say hello, but I'm gonna put a pin in that thought. So I'm gonna put a pin on that one. He's also, "What's up, Button? What's up, Hannah? What's up, Jazzy?" Also in the building with the wonderful Mr. Jamel Shabazz. He says, "Grand Rising, everybody. I had the greatest opportunity to connect with Jamel this weekend. We had our show, our photographers, I should say photography exhibition this weekend, the coldest day of the year." And I'm gonna put a pin in that as well. The coldest day of the year, and the gallery was packed, packed from front to back, from the left wing to the right wing of the gallery. It was packed. People showed up and showed out to support the photographers and the message of celebrating women of color. It was incredible. And it was so curated. It was curated so beautifully. Dancing in sections, famous women in another section where women are, like making difference in their societies. Then you had the young people, mom and dads and kids. Then you had then you sorry, not dads, but mom and kids and grandmas and all that stuff. Then you had entertainment. It was so well curated that I walked in and I was like, I got there early, obviously, to make sure I was in there. But we'll come back to that. So I'm gonna move on to some happy birthdays and some hellos. And Jazzy says, "Bad Bunny was amazing." Hannah says, and she, "Okay, hey, look who's in the building. We haven't seen Mr. Food Plane is in the building." He says, "Good morning, Ron and Touch Base Daily family. DS here. It's been a while. We miss you, DS. It's so good to see you." I see the hellos. I'm putting your hellos up to G and Hannah. And I also see here, um, Bryson says, and them MAGA folks are upset and pissed and crying, and Done is having a Don is having having a fit, and Alex Bronzewitz is going to sue Rock Nation. What is going on in the world? I don't know anything about that. All I know about is yesterday and this weekend. But thank you, Bryson, for that information. Yes, Critical 509, the world champion Seattle Seahawks. Walk, walk, walk. Okay, sorry. I mean, sorry about that. That's not the sound of a hawk. Not a Seahawk. I don't even know what a Seahawk sounds like. Isn't that's usually I know the sounds of animals, but that one I don't know. Food Plane says, I've missed so much. So where was your journey? Where has your journey led you to so far? Well, it's been all about getting the gear, getting everything I need, connecting with the people this is the wind up week. I always say, almost wish I would have had a going away get together. But some of my friends are not here in the States, or not here in the city, or not here in, so I was like, well, maybe I still might, but I am spending time with some of my closest friends this week, going to lunch. I'm having breakfast with my brother tomorrow because he is not happy about me traveling. He's like, do you have to go away for so long? He's my baby brother. And he acts just like he did when he was a kid. He goes, "Do you have to go away? Why Namibia? Why so far away?" And I said to him, I was like, "Dude, it's only 4 months. It'll only be 4 months. I'll be back home." I got all my doctors, all my physical stuff done, got my blood work done, which was not good. I mean, it was good overall, except for the cholesterol. I have to tell you, I gotta restructure my eating again, back to how I used to eat. No more eating out. I need to now make my foods again, and even I'm gonna try to do that as I'm traveling. And if I do eat out, and obviously also foods overseas is much different from the food in America. So I'm hoping for better food, nutrition. But my cholesterol levels were up, and my doctor was not happy, and he was not happy about the gaining of weight. So I told him, I said, I had a tumultuous 2025. I blame it on moving my mom, moving myself, having surgery. And I have to tell you, I should have asked him in more detail. Your body does change after surgery. I have to tell you, my body and the way I respond to things is changed since surgery. I don't know if this is true. Any doctors in the house? Does your body chemistry or the way it was before surgery change after? I feel like it does. So anyway, that is so that's where I am. But I feel good. I got the clean bill of health to leave and to do what I need to do. So I'm excited to do that. And so I'm cleared. And Food Plane said DSS reminds me of Romper Room. ICG. I see Hannah. Hey, Elise is in the building. She says, good morning, everyone. And one of the people I wanted to see before I left was my wonderful Elise. But I didn't get a chance to get into the city the way I was in the city, but I had other plans and other things going on. So, Elise, I missed you, and I wish we could have hung out. And she says, good morning to Food Plane as well. Hello, Elise. Good morning. Good morning. And it's also, I see Grand Rising from our area. It's in the building. Everyone at Touch Base Daily and RLP. It is a good day. It is a good day to be alive. It's a good day. Omar says, good morning, Hannah. Good morning, Elise. And I see in here also, good morning, Hannah's. I see all the love between y'all. And then Adrian's in the building. He says, what's good, y'all? What's good? And as it comes, it goes like, happy What's this? 858. What's this, B? What's this, DS? Happy 850G. Oh, did I miss something that Gwendolyn put out? Oh, did I miss something? And okay, I see that in there. Good morning, Bryson. Good morning, Ron and Touch Base Daily. Hey, Rashawn is in the building. Good morning, Rashawn. Welcome. She's usually at work or getting off work and heading home to get some rest. And so good to see you, Rashawn, in the building. And good morning. You know, she and I had a conversation by text. And I met Rashawn through Chris, I do believe. And she came into this community. And again, she has supported this platform financially, encouraging. And we were talking. I said, you know, Rashawn feels like family. It really is like really like connecting with her. We talk and we share. And I'm like, girl, you need to find photos that you love so I can send them to you. But she still no, she still, but she does everything just because she loves being here and sharing and connecting with this community. And so shout out to Rashawn. I love you, Rashawn. And I see in here, G says, thank you for TS. I'm working on getting my message together. Okay. And she says, watching Benny's show reminded me of my Washington Heights day. Yes. I know you meant Bunnies, right? Bad Bunny show. Do you mean watching Bad Bunny's show, halftime show? I said the same thing. I was like, this is like being in Manhattan uptown, where a lot of our Hispanic population lives. And it was also like watching the movie. What is it called? Washington Heights. So yes, it was beautiful. I loved it. And I didn't need to understand. I did not need to understand a word it was being said because I felt the words. I felt the words. Who's with me on that? Who felt the words? I mean, that's the interesting part about when you travel. You don't always know the language, but when you talk to people or you listen to them or their music, you just get into it. Like think about how many people, I'll use Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a very famous person in America, but he's also very famous in Japan. So you'll look at footage of Jay-Z singing in Japan, and the Japanese audience is singing all the words. Do they know all the meanings of the words? Probably not. But they sing the words and they get the feeling from the words or the feeling from the music. You can extrapolate the feeling coming from music. And I think that is a good thing. That's the beauty of music. They always say music is the great world uniter. Music is so beautiful. Hey, Caleb's in the building. What's up, Caleb? I see you, Caleb Kasi. S9X is in the building, says hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Bryson, what are you saying over here? What are you saying? Bryson said, brought out Cardi B, Pedro Pascal, Carl G, Jessica Alba, Ricky Martin. Y'all dudes, y'all ladies, did y'all see Ricky Martin aging well? Aging well. Looking great. And I was really happy to see my Lady Gaga. I don't know that I am a Lady Gaga fan. I love her classic music and I love her old music and I love her new music. I am a Lady Gaga fan. So when I saw Lady Gaga, I was like, what? Lady Gaga. Adrian probably looked at me across the room like, what is he talking about? I was like, Lady Gaga. We just kept saying, Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga. So I love Lady Gaga. She's one of my favorite people. And the reason why I love Lady Gaga is because she went to Juilliard. She's a trained singer and musician. So I like that about her. She's not just, you remember back in the day when she first came out into the world with her steak clothing? when she was wearing a steak outfit. Oh gosh. Thank you, Rashawn. Rashawn says, I love you too, Ron. And I know you got that. And also, good morning, Hannah. See that? I see more love between you guys. Yes, G. Say that again for the people in the back of the room, for the MAGA folks. Soul music doesn't require you to understand the words. Can I say it again? Can I say it again? Soul music doesn't require you to understand the words. You can feel the music. You can feel it. Bad Bunny creates soul music. And Jazzy says, Jazzy says, I screamed Ricky. Oh, Ricky Martin was the man back in the day, right? Wasn't he the man? He was the man back in the day. I think, and he's aged so well. And he's doing all kinds of other stuff in his life. Omar says, give credit to the NFL back-to-back years that truly tapped into the culture. Yes, Omar. Yes. Last year we had Lamar. This year we had Bad Bunny. And MAGA was upset both years. Upset. What's wrong with all those black people running around the stage and enjoying themselves? Why are those black people happy? And then yesterday they got to say, why are all those Spanish people and black people so excited and happy? Because they don't realize, MAGA folks, because they're too stupid to know. The MAGA people don't know that Puerto Rico is America. They're like, it should be hard. I don't understand enough. I don't understand words. I don't understand the music. Why are they upstairs? Why shaking their hips? This not good for children. Did you hear some of the comments? Did y'all read some of the comments this morning? Did you read some of them late last night? Coming from the MAGA world. The dumb MAGA people. I'm not even going to respect MAGA people anymore. I am going to call them all kinds of names. From this point on, I am declaring war on MAGA. Verbally. Verbal world war on MAGA. I am so done with them. The stupidity, the ignorance, the dumb people of MAGA. Especially what we've been through over the last several days with the stupid orange man. Oh, anyway, back to the show. So Bryson says sometimes you ain't gotta learn Spanish, but we got translating on Apple Music, Google Translate. Please learned it. I was trying to figure it out last night and I couldn't get it. I didn't know how to. I set up my AirPods to have French and Spanish, but I didn't know how to cut it on. I didn't know how to cut it on. So the music was playing, but I just eventually just took them out of my ear and just went for listening to Bad Bunny. It was great. I love how they took for we visual people, they took a massive stadium and reduced it to feeling homey, like being like having exclusive feeling to the space. I love the way they did that by using the palm trees and the grass and all the stuff that they used and the backdrops and the sections of the whole field. And they took you into these different sections. They gave you for those that do not travel out in the world outside of America, and you've never been to a Spanish country, most of the world, a lot of the world speaks Spanish. If you haven't done it, last night was a real exposure of Spanish culture. The family, because I have a lot of Spanish friends, right, Omar? Omar's my best friend. He's what? Puerto Rican. Shout out to my Linda lover. She's my Puerto Rican lover. I have a lot of Puerto Rican friends. A lot of times when I was in school, when I was in aviation high school, they thought I was Puerto Rican because Puerto Rican people look like me. They're black people that are Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans come in all the shades. But I had Puerto Rican friends in high school, my buddies in college. Shout out to my friends, all of my friends out there. If you ever see this video, all of my Puerto Rican, but my hiking partner was he's not, it was, he's still alive, is Puerto Rican. I used to hike every weekend. We used to go on that trail. So I'm very close to the Puerto Rican community. Shout out to Nelson Soto. I love what Puerto Rico offers. As a matter of fact, when I was just there, I said, this is a disgrace that America does not embrace this island. It's part of our country, and it would be one of the best travel destinations for Americans to go visit their other state. Just like you go to DC, which should be also a state, it should have its own voting block. We need to wake up, America. America has so much going for it. But if you leave it to the dumb MAGA folks, they just want a white nation. They just want a nation for white people. Anyway, it was beautiful to see. I mean, I want to call them segments of the field. And that wedding was a real wedding. Did y'all read that? The wedding was for real. The wedding was for real. Okay. Elise says, good morning, G. I agree. Soul music doesn't require us to understand the words. And Bryson says, love Lady Gaga as well. Love her since 2008. And Dia says, living the Vita Loca. Remember that? Okay, anyway. Okay, and I see in here, let me see here. I'm going through these. You guys are chatting it up. Jazzy says, now give credit to Rock Nation. The NFL doesn't pick the halftime show. That's right. That's right. Thank you for that reminder. That's what Omar said. Let's see here. Bryson says, and they did not watch the dumb Kid Rock half show. Who was going to spend? First of all, no one would watch Kid Rock on a regular day. You think you can compete against the halftime show at the NFL? Come on, you have to be so stupid. Again, the MAGA people are stupid. They're crazy. They are just like Hillary called them. They're a bucket of deplorables. I am not giving the MAGA people not 1 inch to move. Like I said, I have declared war. G says, what was also great about the year's performers was representing America. Coco did her thing in Carl Connie. Green Day brought back memories. Wasn't that? Green Day. I love Green Day. And Bad Bunny and all brought it home with joy. It was a night of celebration. We're all one. White, black, Spanish, Asian, Native American, and everyone else in between. We are one. We are one. We need each other. We can't live without each other. Everything affects everyone else. Everything you do, stupid MAGA folks, you mess up it all for the rest of us. Just like every great thing we do, we make it better for our world. Doesn't matter what color you are. Doesn't matter what brain cells you have that you're using. Omar said, Jamel Shabazz, well, the NFL has the first right of refusal. And Elise says, "Good morning, Jazzy. Exactly. Rock Nation deserves the credit for 2 years in a row of having beautiful, great music." Jazzy says, "Nope, I was busy living in the joy of the show. I'm not giving them energy." Yes. Hey, Dr. Tachi's in the building, our media guru. She's in the building. Hello, Dr. Tachi. Omar says, "Rock Nation is under contract with the NFL." Kimmy Kim is in the building. She says, "Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's Motivation Monday for those that are just joining." G says the same can be said about Afro beats and French dance hall and raw N-B, raw, am I saying N-B or R&B? You ain't got to understand the words. Let me tell you, I've already put together my new soundtrack for my African travels. Whenever I go to Africa, I have a whole Afro beats playlist. And this is new song I found talking about Papa Daddy, Papa something. And it's been playing a lot on Instagram, on a lot of videos. And so it's all in French. And I was like, well, I'm learning French right now. So I was able to see a couple words in there, but it is "Where Are You, Daddy?" That's what it means in English. And I get such joy out of this song. And I don't know the language fully, but when I can feel the presence and the power of it. And if I could play it, I would, but we can't play music on here. So not without the rights, So it was so good. I love dynamics. I love diversity, diversification. Diversity is the key to good food. Diversity. What's wrong with MAGA and their stupidity? I mean, think about it. Food, everything we do that has high quality is diverse. You want great wealth? You must be what? According to Warren Buffett, diversify. Diversify your equity, diversify your money, diversify. Nothing in this world stands great by itself. Nothing. We all need diversification. People, food, ingredients. Think about it. If you just put some carrots in a bowl and some water, it will not be that tasty. But when you get all the herbs and spices in that water, you can make that carrot soup. And it can be very delicious. Anyway, I'm on a roll today. I just feel like I just want to just talk. Jesus, most folks outside the US speak and understand more than one language. Do you know? And maybe ChatGPT will correct me or fine-tune the thought that Gwendolyn just said. The average European or people in Africa, Africans, I don't know much about Asia, but I do know in European countries and in African countries, most people know at the minimum 3 languages. 3 languages. They usually know American, they speak English, some form of English. They speak in African countries or in different parts of Africa, they speak their tribe language. And then their third language in like South Africa. Do you know South Africa? Since I live there, I can talk about that. South Africa has 12 languages. You want to talk about diversification? 12 languages, and everything in South Africa is in 12 languages. But that's not all the languages in South Africa. Those are the main languages in South Africa. When you go to the Supreme Court, which I've been, you will find the Supreme Court and the Constitution in 12 languages. 12 languages just in South Africa, just go to Cape Town. Go to Johannesburg to the Supreme Court building and get the Supreme Court building tour. Most of my friends who are European speak 3 languages at the base. They know English, they know Spanish, and they know French. Or they know English and they know Spanish and they know German. Or they know English and they know French and they know German. Americans are the ones that are the least educated with all the opportunity for education. Make that make sense. People come from all over the world, from all places around the world because of education. And people that live here and were born here, raised here, don't embrace diversified neighborhoods, diversified communities, right? Just saying. Most folks, thank you, G. Most folks outside the US speak and understand more than 1 language. And I will tell you, the average is usually 3. There you go. She said, I was considered. You almost got me, Gwendolyn. You almost got me. Almost got me to curse. You almost got me to say the sugar honey iced tea word. You slid that one in there with the D on it. But I get it. You said I was considered Dominican in my old neighborhood. Yes, right. I will say one of the beautiful parts about travel is that, especially when you run into the Spanish community globally, they look like you and I. They are the shade, the spectrum. You want to talk about the spectrum of color? The Spanish community. And then I'll take you even further. If you get the opportunity to really travel Africa, Africans, the spectrum, the continent is like every color on earth is in Africa. You got the darkest skinned people to the white people and everything in between. The beauty of Africa. Most of the world looks like us. Okay, moving on, moving right along, going right in. I love the party about the G says I love that part about his show, Miss Elise. I see. I don't know what that is, but how are you, sir? Oh, that's that bad guy again. Let me get him out of here. Let me get this guy. It takes a lot of work for you to get that in there. Let's put him out and ban him, and that way it kicks everything out. Really, look at this idiot. Again, you see how it takes a lot of work to come to someone's platform and put in the comment box. I want to leave this here partially so that you guys can see it in here. Right? You can see the MAGA folks are so stupid. They are just so stupid. And the racist people, I'm just going to call it out as I see it. You racist people need to get a life, get educated. And again, for all you stupid MAGA people out there, all you racists, it took a lot of work to go NIGGE, and can you know what the word this person put in here? and I'm deleting as I go along. But it took a lot of work to do that. Like, you don't have a life. This person doesn't have a life. You are to be pitied. You have no life. You have too much time on your hands. You are as dumb as a doorknob. You come into another person's community and take up so much time to show racist, disgusting behavior. Right? I mean, really? Okay, I got them all off. It finally got everything. Oh, still going, still going. Oh, here's another one. They're out here, y'all. You see, that's when you know you're speaking truth. Because then they change the name. Then they change these people are bad people. Bad. Bad. Yeah. You see that, Ken? Lots of bots out there too. Yeah, there are lots of bots, but see, these people are real people. Yeah. Yeah. Pay the bots dust because they want the attention. Right? Tons of bots. But guess what? We'll knock them out as far as we see them. But I also know that there are people that are racist. You know why? Because, like I tell you, a lot of times when Chris and I are on here, you would not believe the racist stuff that comes through the comments. We're just usually able to catch them really quick because he's here, then I'm here, then I knock him out, then he knocks him out. But you have to say, why these MAGA people, and we keep saying it, why are they so angry? Right? You have to be some kind of sick. And I am not holding my tongue back when it comes to these idiots. I used to try to be a little diplomatic. Diplomacy is out the window. If you are a racist, I'm going all in. After what I've had the week, and I'm going to celebrate our diversity. I'm going to celebrate our humanity. For all you freaking racist fools, you will be called out. You will be called out. Okay. See, Chris says, ignore. Uh-huh. Right? Elise says, they are bizarre. Yeah, they're always pissed. These MAGA folks are always saying they got the House, they got the stupid president, they got the stupid people in Congress. They got they blanket the world, they blanket American society. They got all of what do you call it? They have them all. And yet they're still angry. I think like Joy Reid said it, she summed it up the best. Why are they so angry when they got everything? They're getting black books banned. They get everything. They should be living in this. This should be their utopia. Utopia, sorry. Utopia. This should be their utopia. You got the racist in chief. I mean, they are bizarre. They are stupid. They are truly the lowest of the lows. She said, that's trash in Spanish. Thank you. Thank you. Bazara or Bazora. I know a little Spanish. A little bit. I did study Spanish in school. Elise says, they are such fragile, mediocre people. They are. They are. One of my favorite songs I discovered while staying with Ron. Oh, yes, Kona. Oh, Kona. Hey, Kona. By South African duo. Mefik That's right, Gwendolyn. You remember that song, right? Oh, I love it. So I'm going to be in my heaven My Afro beats, I mean, when I'm in Africa, I just really just zoom in because it's everywhere. Everyone, you go to the restaurants, you hear the Afro beats. If you go to a club, you hear the Afro beats. Africans, they party. They know how to party. I don't know if y'all ever been. I mean, some of you haven't been, and I challenge you to go to the continent before you leave this earth, especially Ghana on Thursday nights. Most people in Ghana, and for any of the Ghanaians in the world, you may correct me, but I know in Accra, the weekend begins on Thursday. And at Thursday night, people go out, they go to party, they go to hang and mingle. And they do that Thursday, they do it again Friday, they do it again on Saturday, then Sunday they just chill. America's missing out on so much. And the racist, dumb, stupid mofos in this country, they're so stupid. They're just so freaking stupid. I really am. I know you don't really see me in this form, but I am done. I am so done. After that orange fool, racist president of the United States of America went after our president, because Barack Obama will always be our president. And I am not taking it sitting down. Gloves are off. Gloves are off. She says, I've been jamming all my tunes and let's not get on Fila. Yes, right, man. I told you I went to the shrine, the Fila shrine in Nigeria. I was like, hey, everyone's got their beers. Everyone's hanging out with their, hanging out. Got the girls running around with the roller skates, serving with the trays. I was like, how do you do it? Like they do, like in the old days. Elise says she loves it. So this weekend, let me see if I can bring this up. I'm going to give you some clips. Let me see if I can bring that up for you guys. And I will. So I'm going to take you through the steps so you will know how to get there. Okay, so this is our channel, right? You guys are on the channel live, and it's showing up live. But I'm going to show you yesterday. Okay, so here we go. Let me take you there. Because this needs to be celebrated. I'm going to celebrate this. I understand, Ron. And it says, I understand, Ron. I am so done as well. Yes. And Gwendolyn says, same, Miss Elise. Funny enough, I discovered Femi Kuti first before Fila. I didn't really. Okay. Lee says, I went to the Broadway show with my daughter about Fila. Yes, I remember that's on Broadway here in New York. And Brian says, and President's Day is canceled until we get the real president. Exactly. Come on, y'all. Let me make sure. Hey, Chris is in the building. I saw my buddy Chris, and he says, call them all out. We're going to call them out. Okay, so let me show you what this weekend. So I'm always sharing about the weekend, but this was very dear to my heart. And so I'm just going to click through the snips of this, and you can enjoy it that way. Let's see. I'm going to share. Okay, so again, this weekend, we had, for those that, let me see, I'm going to pop this and make this full screen. We went and we had our exhibition at the Wilmer Jennings Gallery in Alphabet City in Lower Manhattan. Well, it's not lower Manhattan, but it's somewhat Lower Manhattan. It's just before you get to the Lower East Side. And it was absolutely packed. So I am going to share a couple of clips, and then we're going to get out of here for Motivation Monday. But let me show you. Welcome to Touch Base Daily. And yes, I am on the move today. And we are at the Wilmer Jennings Gallery to celebrate. Let me get this on here. Maybe you can see it from here. The women, here we go. The women of color, bold journey forward, and still we rise. Exhibition here in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, basically what we call Alphabet City. And so,
yeah. Josephine. I met her too. Josephine and Ruby B. I didn't know that. Young.
This is how we do it. We are just spontaneous, and we just popped in on this conversation.
But I don't recognize that profile.
Yeah.
I love these people. I love these people. And you see the love that people are getting from their work here. And it's quite delightful. Then we have let me see if it catches up nicely. And okay, here we go. Let's try maybe.
My name is Alan Lloyd. I've been photographing since 1980. When did I go on the cruise? 1985.
I don't know when you were on the cruise.
Maritime College.
Okay.
And I got that visa, and I finally got out of this matrix, and I got to see the world.
Wow.
Okay. And the next time I would travel again would be 1997 to Kenya, Africa.
Wow. And so now, which photos in this batch is from your collection?
From my collection. This is Cuba.
This is Cuba.
Okay.
And what's happening with it in this wonderful photo?
This is called, let's see if I can pronounce it right in Spanish, the El Monagon.
Okay.
That's where the water is. I just happened to be walking, and I saw this sister with a cigar in her mouth. And I was like, wow, a woman with a cigar. Not to be chauvinistic, because it does exist. Women do like cigars.
Yes, they do.
Yes. So I saw that, and I caught the opportunity of smoking that cigar.
And how many...
I was thinking this would be something down the road.
Wonderful, Carl.
10 to 20 years.
Yes.
And then I was told, because I think at that point we would have had more, more seasonings. It probably would have had more impact as it got older. But that's a good photo.
I think it has impact right now. I think the reason, first of all, I think this was made for this show because of the spectrum, the wide spectrum of all of the Black women and women of color being celebrated here today. And in this exhibition, this has found its amazing spot, along with all of these service people that are working and doing something for this country. I think your photo was created for this moment.
There you go. Well, coming from like yourself, that's a huge compliment. I'm sorry.
So that, and then there's more. I'm gonna just, like I said, you can go to the channel and actually see the whole show and the recording. This is and this is from Michael.
When I was working at since I was working on a project with them for the Claremont project, which was about Claremont Village and which is comprised of several different buildings, tents, forest houses. And what we did was for a year, actually 2 years, I came in the second year. We documented the lives within the community. I did a project, but this was one of the projects where I just stepped out on it.
And then has it been released yet?
Oh, that's the one.
No, okay, so we won't talk about that one yet.
It's coming in May, though.
Okay. Now let me tell you, this gentleman right here, this young guy. I do believe the number is he's been to 35 countries in his life. Now, this young man is 22 years old. He is and Jamel introduced me to him, Jamel Shabazz, and he is literally, I will say, a genius. And he has already put together his book that is going to be out in the future, and we'll maybe have some exclusive moments with him for that, because we already talked about it. But on this back wall is his images as well. he is way beyond any 22-year-old I have ever met in my life. And so I mean, I hate using the word articulate, but just so well versed in so many things. And he had the opportunity to live in so many countries. He just got back from I think Kenya. And but fascinating. I don't know why it's popped up on the screen. But amazing.
Well, this is, I mean, I'm gonna be interviewing him at some point, and
But
I can.
I'm going to take you to the next one.
That is some of these wonderful people. Okay, so check out more work, and we're gonna look for our next photo. And do you want to talk about your work?
Made it in Atlanta, Georgia. Sister that I knew for some time. She hired me to do maternity shoots.
Wow.
But in building a
This
relationship
photo
with her
is the
over
most
the
powerful
years,
to me.
knowing what was going on in her life at the time, I found strength in African motherhood she represented. I had an idea, I kept it to myself. So as we were wrapping up maternity shoot, I asked her, "Do you trust me?" And she said she trusted me. I went in the trunk, pulled the shotgun out. I told her what my idea was. We started talking about how to be Wells and Harriet Tubman,
Yes.
Freddie Lou Hamer,
Yes.
the spirit of African motherhood,
Yes.
as a protector, as a defender, as a nurturer. And I gave her the gun, I gave her the direction, and she gave me the energy that you see here. So,
It is this photo is one of the most powerful photos I've seen. I mean, I love a lot of the work in the gallery, but this one I find to be the most powerful.
And there you have it. So and then it goes on, but you guys can check that out, and I think you will definitely enjoy the gallery exhibition. It'll be linked to this video, and also it'll be on the link, as in when this video is over, it will automatically take you to that video as well. So man, it was a great weekend. I got that done. I got shopping done. I got things done. Like I said, it was such a busy weekend. But for you, did you see how, I don't know if you can really see how expansive the work that was in the gallery. I mean, it truly made you feel the pulse of women of color. The exhibition does its job. You see women as moms, you see women as caretakers, you see women defending, you see women dancing, you see women raising kids, you see kids that are doing young girls doing what they do. And it is so I don't think you probably could see this gallery exhibition all in one visit. Is so much to see and so much to take in. Like when you and I like again, I love the way they curated this exhibition, because you can literally stay in one section and this is all the arts. Then you go into another section, and this is history. Then you got family photos. I mean, it's so well done. And I encourage you all to go. It'll have the address, and if you're in New York, it'll be showing until March 28th, I do believe. And there's another panel discussion for the artists coming soon, and I do believe that's I don't have the exact date, but you'll see it on the flyer. We've been posting the flyer here anyway, and I can really just take that to you right now. So let me just give you that flyer so you can see it. Again, I posted. It's called Women of Color: Long Journey Forward and Still We Rise, from February 4th to March 28th. And on March 7th is the artist talk. So if you want to make it a special day, come and visit this gallery on March 7th, and you will hear the artists talk about what inspired them to photograph their photos. and a lot of history, a lot of encouraging words, and it was. I cannot tell you how much joy and how much energy I receive in being in the environment. There's nothing more rewarding than spending time with people that are passionate about the same craft you are passionate about. It's like when Elise does her show and all the artists are there. They love art. They're art collectors. Same thing with photographers. And the photographers were getting so excited about one another's work and hearing the stories behind each other's work. It was a beautiful day. I was there from noon to about 6 o'clock when the gallery closed. It was a full day experience. And then my friends came up from Long Island, out from Long Island, and brought me flowers and all that stuff. And it was absolutely beautiful to be honored with and to be part of this exhibition. So check it out. It's worth going to. The gallery's free, and this is better than going to. I will tell you, this is better than going to the museum because there's so much history and so much work to observe. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying here. Hannah says, I could see as you were walking in the gallery how expansive it is. It was so well attended. Thank you again for the share yesterday. Glenn enjoyed it with me as well. Thank you for viewing it. Thank you. I take these moments to film. The reason why I'm buying all these gadgets and to hopefully uh, give you information that you may not stumble across in just your regular walks in life, and so that you can have these moments and share and learn and be encouraged. um do I have a motivation quote today? I do not. I will have to tell you, I must confess, I was so tired last night, which is usually when I usually on Sundays I plan, I kind of get my brain together, kind of how the weekend leads me, and then I'll say, "Oh, this is a good topic to talk about based on my weekends," and then I'll share it usually on Mondays. But I do have an encouraging word. I do have Motivation Monday. I don't have a quote, but I do have something I want to motivate you to do. If anything has proved to us in the last week, over the last week, and then I call it the crescendo of the weekend, since we're talking music. The Super Bowl was absolutely wonderful in so many ways. One, it was just hanging out with my family and just hanging out and just talking and sharing and just sharing where I'm going, what's next, I'm going to be leaving them. And this is my last Monday here in America on this program, doing this here from this space. And I also had the great opportunity to spend time with all these amazing photographers. And what I would like to motivate you with is something that is dear to my heart. People. The old saying is, when people are on their deathbed, they won't think about the car. They won't think about the house. And for most people, they won't even think about their wealth. They know that in a couple of hours, they're about to expire. And as they begin to expire, as they see that their time is near the end, the most important thing that they will think about or who they will think about are the people that made them feel a certain way. When we expire, when we go to that, whenever that end is for all of us, and if we are blessed to be able to reflect in that end, some people don't get that chance. It's death is sudden. But for we who may have that chance to reflect, it won't be about all the material things in this world. It just won't be. I will think about Adrian and the blessings that he's given me over my life. I will think about my mom. I will think about my father. I will think about Gwendolyn, my friendship. I will think about Dr. Tachi. I will think about Chris. I will think about all the people that impact my life on a daily basis. So, what's my motivation Monday to you today? Don't wait to the deathbed. Take a moment this week and reflect on all the people that are in your life that made you feel special, cared for, loved, sacrificed for you, that took time to be your friend, to take time to reach out to you when no one else does, to take time to reflect upon your friendship with them. If I can leave you with anything today, as I prepare for our next journey together, as we travel the world together on this platform, take a moment to reflect on the people that made you feel, the people that made you feel. People at the gallery made me feel some kind of way. When I was gathered with all those people from different backgrounds, and they were sharing their works, and they would run up to me and say, "Ron, can I share about my work too?" They made me feel special. They made me feel like I was there for them. They made me feel. You should take a moment this week. If I can motivate you to do something, take the moment to reflect on your life and the people that are in it and how they made you feel. And on that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. And we're out of here. Later.